and the ancestors are looking out for us. God Hayes is exposing them, man.
Okay, you see that chair right there? See how big it is?
Yeah.
Now look at the Pope chair under it. Scroll down, look at the Pope chair under it.
Never have it been made so clear.
Young TV. Young.
We running the game right now.
Young TV.
Time to take over.
Young
We the hottest in the game. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button. If you just not tuned in.
TV.
Share, like on your Instagram, Facebook.
Young TV.
If you tuned in, we broadcasting live from 2030, baby.
Young TV. Young
Taking over the game, baby. Oh yeah.
Young TV.
Hit that like.
Young TV.
Get them likes up in the air, you heard me?
Young TV.
Ride by. Hotel. Islam.
Young TV.
Assalamu alaikum. Flown lesson. Peace.
Young TV.
Hit that like.
Hey, peace, Rabbi, hotel, divine love throughout the boundless universe to all. Now, if you've been with us, we've been doing the School of Hogwarts. And we put out, yesterday we put out the charm tape. The charm tape is going to tie into this tape. We already put out how women cast spells on men. And the women were saying, well, what about how men cast spells on women? So what we went and did is put together for you some hot heat. Today, we got a lot of videos, a lot of clips, a lot of commentary. We about to get them. Then we got to have a take coming on how to reverse them and how to send blocks and how to repel and how to put a mirror, what you call a mirror on it. The mirror effect is similar to what with this ring that I always wear when we're doing the alchemy, right? It's you can't see what's on this ring, but it's a sigil on this ring that if you're doing something, if you out there trying to do a spell on young air, you might as well cast it on yourself. Because when as soon as you send that shit, it's gonna bounce right back on you. And you're gonna, whatever you try to mess with my money, whatever it is, it's gonna go back to you. So you better keep in mind, we ain't nobody, the sons of the green light ain't nobody to play with. So what we doing is we bring it to you. We already put out the School of Hogwarts playlist together. And like I say, we got other classes leading into this class, like the last Airbender tape that teach you about the mechanism that is used to send the energy into all of this. If the spirit work that they're talking about, the spirit work that they're talking about is the chi, and what they're calling demons is the negative chi, and then it's the positive chi, just like yin and yang, negative and positive side. But there's also a neutral zone as well in this game, right? So what we're doing now is to bring to you how these men who are really warlocks and max and pimps and suckers go around and have to put a spell on a woman. Now they can use charm. It comes in a form of using their conversation and being nice and agreeing with you. The devil will sit there, yeah. Is that right? Okay. No, he didn't do that to you, did he? That's the devil right there, boy. That's the sleazy warlock. We're about to get into the sleazy warlocks who cast spells on the women and how they do it, right? So hit that like, hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Like I say, if you're a rookie to this game, you might want to go get the playlist called the School of Hogwarts, which we'll have tied into the links after. and you can get the rundown on how this witchcraft game is real. And it's going on in the church, it's going on in the mosque, it's going on in the synagogue, right? And Luciferians have infiltrated every walk of these different things, and Luciferians are walking around in human skin and seducing and using seduction and persuasion and casting spells in the form of words on women and men. We already did the men, how the women do it. Now we're doing the men. Let's get into some of these clips, man. Now we got a couple of people in here. Let's roll that beautiful being footage now.
Excuse me, hello. Do y'all know that men do witchcraft, voodoo, all that stuff just as much as women do, if not more? Story time. So I remember when I first got with my ex, my sleep started not being so good. So I'm like, Lord, what is going on? Why can't I sleep? I'm tired. You know, I'm starting to get darkness under my eyes. What's going on? So I prayed about it. I said, Lord, why am I not sleeping peacefully? And one thing about it, two things for sure, when I asked the Lord for an answer, he always give me an answer. So one night, we in the bed, we sleeping, and I'm like, you know, I'm about to turn in, I'm gonna go to sleep early or whatever. And only thing I know is as soon as I hit that sleep, like I'm about to be in a deep, deep sleep, I'm like, yes, I'm about to go to sleep. God say, wake up. He said, wake up, don't move, keep your eyes closed, right? Basically, continue to play sleep. And I did just that, because when God spoke to me, it shocked my whole body. I couldn't even go back to sleep. So I'm just laying there and I'm like, all right, Lord, what you want me to be up for? Like, what you want me to be up for? So I'm up for like a good 20 minutes just sitting there, laying there. I'm like, all right, Lord, like, I want to go to sleep. I want to catch my ZZs. He said, be quiet. Just lay there. And so I'm looking at my ex. He sleep. And so I turn over. I look at my ex. He is still asleep. He giving sleep or whatever. And so only thing I know is I started breathing heavy as if I was all the way asleep. Y'all, why this man leans over and starts spelling and chanting in my ear about how all of my energy is going to be his, how I'm going to be stuck on him, oh, you're going to be mine. It's literally like spelling and chanting in my ear over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. And still to this day, he don't know that I know. The whole time he thought he was laying something down, I was rebuking it and sending it right where it needed to go. Rebuking it and sending it right where it needed to go. It got to a point where I told him, I looked him dead in his face. I said, I know what you're doing and I know who you are. You cannot break me. It will never happen. And I asked him one day, randomly, I said, are you a warlock? This man bust out and started laughing, called his cousin, who was like, cuz, you can't believe what this girl just asked me. But that motherfucker never said no. He never said no. Never said no. I told him, you can't break me. It got to a point where everything that he was trying to do to me ended up happening to him. Ended up happening to him. It got to a point where he said, yeah, you know, you're a really strong woman. Like, your spirit, everything about you, you just strong. I know. As a woman, stop being pressed when a man wants to talk to you or be around you. Your only currency that you have with men is your energy and your beauty. If you get with a man and you notice that glow that you had before is gone, or you start, your skin is looking dull, your beauty is fading, he's ciphering your energy and he is ciphering your beauty. That's what he's doing. That's what men take from us. A lot of men don't, okay, they care about the money. They care. But as far as your energy and all that stuff, don't give it up easily. Don't give it up easily. They come around just for that energy. Just for that energy. They want it. They need it. Without a woman's energy, a man ain't worth 2 pennies for real.
And before we get into more videos, I'm gonna tell y'all this story about me meeting a witch doctor who put spell on young girls, and I worked with him at the hospitals in Dallas, right? So and he worked in the morgue. This nigga worked in the morgue, bro. That's how creepy he was. But I didn't realize how creepy he was, but it really ain't creepy. But for some reason, creepy and gothic don't creep me out. I guess it's because my mother's side, right? Going to Nana, so it don't creep me out. So okay, so this dude came to work one day. Like, I was working with him all the time. Then he started liking me, right? Because when I was working there, I used to do his work for him. Like, if I be on his floor, what we was doing is we used to unload all the tiles, sheets, and everything out the dirty tiles and take them down to get washed, and then replace them with clean ones. That was our job, right? So he was like the little dude over me because he had been there for a while. But I didn't know he practiced the voodoo and the witchcraft, right? Until later, because he got comfortable with me and told me off of a pendant or a charm that I seen him have a charm around his neck, and then I told him what the charm mean, and then that kind of opened him up. Like, oh, this dude know what it is, right? He know what it is. Then he started talking more, right? So that's what we do. I used to like do his job for him, so I made it easy for him. So he liked me. He was always just started talking to me. He ain't saying nothing about the witchcraft stuff at first. He used to go down and take buy me lunch. I bought him lunch. We was kicking it like we became buddies, right? And then one day I saw him have a pendant on his neck of this the hooded being look like the Grand Reaper, right? And he's like a Mexican dude, right? So he said that, yeah, I'm a part of this. He ended up eventually open up when I told him, no, that's really inky, right? And it ties into the ancient Egyptian god Anubis, and then this now I started breaking it down, right? And then so he opened up with me and said, oh yeah, I do this. I'm like a headmaster of this witch order, this and that, right? And then so it was always when we didn't get lunch, it was these young girls always bringing him lunch. And I was like, damn, why all these young girls bringing this dude lunch, right? And so he opened up and told me, he said, man, I do spells on them. And then he broke down and told me how it was this girl at the pawn shop that he liked it. These older men who are wizards like to get the young girls. They used to go out the young girls, least girls that's at least 10 years younger than them. They like to go out the young girls, but they go out to all girls if they like you, if they, But he did paper magic on her and did like some on a marker. He had broke it down to me how he did it. Then he gave it to her. Once she touched it and read it, then he eventually got her number. And then put more spells on her. Then she started going crazy, popping up to the job, popping up on them everywhere, right? Until he said that he had to reverse the spell. But that's just the story that I know of. And he did more than one girl like that. And some of the stuff was backfiring on him when they would pop up on him and cause a big scene where they want to fight, bust his window out, all that. So because of those spells, sometimes backfire, right? So just keep in mind, like she just said, dudes that sit there while you sleep, sprinkle dust over you. They make their own, because you can make a certain love dust with cinnamon and other things, and then sprinkle it over you and say certain chants and enchantments and charms over you while you sleep, and then boom, they put that love spell on you, right? Or they whisper things in your ear, or they get you to drink certain things. We're about to get more into it though, because it get real creepy if you ain't on your P's and Q's as a woman, knowing that, hey, these guys are really out there, right? Or somebody can potentially try this. Let's go to the next one.
You wonder why you crazy about a man that doing you wrong. That man got a spell on you. You can't let him go. You can't let him go. Every time you try to leave, when you talk to him, he put them words in your ear. Them words are spell. The spell's still working. Every time you take them back, the spell gets stronger and stronger. Until you start getting depressed, stressed out, losing your mind, crying every day. You don't put on makeup no more. You don't dress up. You don't even comb your hair. You don't even go out no more. That man got you tied down with a spirit. I'm telling you now, there's a demon holding you down all day long, make you feel like you're nothing. However he feel inside, that's how you feeling. So if he can devalue you, he can make you sit still. He know you ain't going nowhere. He know you ain't gonna do nothing with your life, but wait on him. He gonna drain you until you ain't got nothing left. And he gonna leave you for another woman. Now you gonna be sitting there, crushed and broken. I'm telling you.
Hey, the touch key. What I mean by that is always based on perspectives. But my mother and them, they the authors of this what they call in witchcraft and Tahuti them. So it goes back to Nana being the daughter of or the great granddaughter of Shemgazu, who was the leader of the 200 Fallen, who are the people that came down and taught us the witchcraft and divination and these different things that they call in magic and witchcraft, how to smelt metal and make pendants and charms, how to do enchantments. They talk about that in the book of Enoch. Well, the leader of them beings, his daughter was Enlil's wife. Enlil's wife her name was Sud, but it became Ninlil. Ninlil had two sons. One of them name was Nanar. Nanar is Nana's son, Nana's dad. So I hope that break. You got to go watch my Nana's playlist, and you'll get a more idea what I'm saying. So they saying the creepy side when they talking about Luciferians and the devil and all that, they talking about Shemgazu and them and the 200 Fallen, who were Yigi stationed on Mars, and they came to Murdoch's wedding, got into it with Murdoch them, and they took women. Like it's a whole long story, but but they said that they call that creepy and this and that. But that's our Nana's side coming down through Enlil and Ninlil and her dad Nanar Sin, right? So let's go to the next one.
Listen, I don't know who this is for, but you need to be very, very careful when you're dealing with a man, if you're a woman, or a woman if you're dealing with this particular type of man. I'm gonna talk from a female's point of view because this has happened to me. Let's say you're dating a guy or you're dealing with someone, right? And all of a sudden their attitudes go up and down real quick, hot and cold real fast, or they're just extremely mean and you don't understand like where this is coming from, right? You've not done anything. And it's not that you did anything, there's witchcraft involved. So especially if that man is entertaining other women as friends, lovers, freaks, whatever they got going on, she's cooked for him. All these type of women need is some type of connection or clothing. If they've let this particular woman wear a t-shirt or jewelry, any type of connection, that's all they need. Remember, they have an objective. And because your partner or your mate may not be aware of spiritual things, which are the most powerful things, the intangibles are the most powerful things, they will be the ones more susceptible, more, prone to getting it done on them. They have no idea when they letting these women cook for them. Let's say they're friends. Let me do breakfast, luncheons, brunch, anything that they got any involvement in, there is some type of spiritual witchcraft going on, and they will defend it to the end because they don't know that they have witchcraft on them. And it's very sad that a lot of men lose in these type of relationships because they are not aware of the spiritual aspect of when women want what they want. Okay. But when that happens, you are in danger. You need to remove yourself from the situation. It doesn't matter about feelings right now. We're talking about your future. Doesn't matter about feelings. Block the situation. Now, if you're married, you need to go to a deliverance ministry, but this boyfriend, girlfriend stuff, you need to let them go because they're going to bring you down with them. Because one thing about witchcraft, these type of women, usually they have to keep doing their spells, okay? And when the man is not around them, it wears off. And so they got to keep recreating this. And it's just a battle going back and forth. And it's easy because they are so unaware. So unless you want to go back and forth with a strange woman, please remove yourself from the situation. It's no hard feelings, but you are protecting your space, your energy, your children, your life, your future. You will find yourself stuck and you don't know why. You find yourself feeling lethargic. You're finding yourself feeling sick sometimes, body aching. That is witchcraft being involved. It's much deeper than this, but they've either let this lady cook for them, be around them, wear their clothes, wear their jewelry. Something is off. And you'll start out.
Hey, what she getting at is that the men usually that's casting the spells on women, they got a spell casted on them. Before that. So another thing too, to the torch key, go watch this tape that I put out called the Inanna movie part 3, and then see what Inanna was doing in the Inanna house of horror to the men. and then you come back, then you'll get what I'm saying about the Atlanta House of Horror. Right? Go get a book called The Return of Inanna by Ferguson. Like her name Ferguson. Right? But we put a whole 9-tape series, I think 8-tape series out about the story of Inanna. But if you go get part 3, it'll break down more of the creepy stuff that I'm telling you about how she was doing the men to drain them, to take all their money, this and that. Right? Okay. What else? Yeah, so we want to just point there out that a lot of these men that's doing the spells on it, it's mostly for to have sex. It's mostly dealing around sex magic. They don't, and then if you cut off the sex, they go away. They don't want nothing to do with you. They don't want nothing to do with you. They don't want to do the spell or none of that like that. Because it's all about, mostly it's about getting in your pants. 99% of the time when a warlock doing a spell on you, it's about having sex with you. All right, so keep that in mind too. That's how they move.
I was searching for the perfect. Hey, no girl.
Let me tell y'all something. Y'all would be very surprised to know that there are a lot of men who are very secretive about their practices. There are a lot of men who are conjuremen, root doctors, root workers, priests, a lot of men who are in secret societies, and they're very hush-hush about it. And women are not the only one who do love work, who do binding work, who also do hex work or whatever. So that little ritual y'all be doing in the bedroom, be careful, because you probably think that you're de-whipped, but in actuality you are working with him to create a whole ritual. But anyways, I just wanted to shed light on that.
Hey, the movie is it's called The Return of Inanna. It's like on the video side. On my video side, you just scroll down. It's probably like 2-3 months ago. Or you could just go straight to the playlist area and go to Inanna playlist, and you can watch all the tapes about Inanna in that playlist. But part 3 breaks down that part right there, what I was telling you about, right?
Y'all remember this scene in Baby Boy where they was arguing because he was using her card to literally cheat on her with another woman and admitted it like it was nothing? And then he ended up slapping the dog juice out of her. And then he made it up to her by eating her out. Men do love spells too. They just don't need jars. They don't need to write petitions or anything like that. They use that sacral transfer energy, i.e., the womb creator energy. It's not the fact that he was munching. It's what he was saying to her as he was doing it. He's apologizing. He's saying he's not going to do it anymore. He's going to treat her right. Blah, 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 blah. While he's creating this energy, and while he's also wanting that belief to stick very badly in his mind, and he wanted to stick in her mind so that they can move past it. And what happens?
Hey, that one was kind of low, but what she was explaining is that on the Baby Boy movie, that when Tyrese got caught cheating, that him being a wizard and warlock, he caused a argument with her, and then went into a sexual scene with her, and then while he was making love, whatever, doing this thing with her, he called out chant. He was chanting. So be careful of these men that chant while they making love to you. That's part of a sign of warlock, and that's part. Now there ain't nothing wrong with it. It's a good side to it too. But if he messing with you, and then he got 3-4 other women he doing the same thing to, that's a warlock. Now if he just your husband and he doing it to you, now he could be he might just be a good wizard, because good wizards do it too. You know what I'm saying? Good wizards do it to their wife. To keep that, they keep somebody else from doing it. Keep a bad wizard from doing it. It's a lot of things you got to do in this game to keep a bad wizard from stealing your girl. Like lick it before you stick it, and that's a free one. For you young guys, that's a free one. I just gave you a free one. I'm telling you, lick it for you, stick it. That's $1 million hustle. I just gave you $1 million worth of game right there for free, nigga. On my mama, on everything I love. I'm telling you, man. But hey, yeah. So just keep in mind, wizards and warlocks, they use their tongue. Okay, step your game up, man. Let's go to the next one. We got plenty more. You know what I'm saying? We got some good stuff here.
This is a warning to any woman that will hear me right now. A lot of people, right, are aware, especially if you grew up in the South, or if you're from an African family, or you have a Caribbean family, or maybe y'all are from like South America, something like that, right? A lot of us are aware that a man should not be eating a woman's spaghetti, lasagna, things with red sauce, right? Because she could be hiding, she's into that craft of the witch. She can be hiding her menstrual blood inside of there, and in order to put a love spell on you, to mess with your mind, put them roots on you. But it is never talked about that men do the same thing. Now, obviously, men don't produce that, so they use something different. Some of you on Valentine's Day will be taken out, right? Excuse me. He will invite you over his house, and he will make you a meal. He will make you some seafood Alfredo, or he'll make you some vegetable Alfredo, some kind of Alfredo, or something with a white creamy sauce. What does a man produce that is white, that could blend in with Alfredo? All right, I don't have to say, you know what I'm talking about. So basically, he'll do that, and he'll hide it in your food, and it won't be much. Just like a witch with the blood, she's not going to do it so much that you're going to taste it. A warlock is not going to do so much that you're going to taste, but you'll feel it. So it will be in order to control your mind. You understand me? Some of you wonder why you can't let a certain man go, why this guy is not even your type, and so forth, but you're obsessed with him. You're dreaming of him. Some of you have left someone a long time ago, yet you're still dreaming of them. You're seeing them in your dreams, etc. That day, a lot of February 14th is a day that a lot of these things begin, right? It's not, there's no such thing as a good person. Understand that. Men are not good. Women are not good. This is not, oh man, these poor men. I mean, these men are doing this and these women are doing that. No one is good. It's even written that no one is good. None is good but God. Understand that. There are witches and there are warlocks of every shape, size, color, gender, whatever. Okay? And man, my phone is messing up as I'm trying to make this message. So I'm really trying to get this out. It's not the only way to do a love spell, but it's pretty efficient and pretty common. So the enemy really does not want me putting this video out. My phone is messing up a lot. I'm going to make a part 2 of this video. It will probably be out tomorrow, which is the Saturday, February 8th. I'll do more teaching on it, but I'm likely going to end up just doing a live on my channel. So I'll do a live. I'll probably do some deliverance on love spells, teachings, and so forth.
Like I say, we got the love spell, how to break and reverse this stuff coming out too. But you see that they like the women put stuff in men's food, men put stuff in women's food and they drinks. You already know Diddy was an alchemist. Diddy was an alchemist. He had stuff in baby oil. Diddy had put something in the drink allegedly. Diddy's spiking everything, man. It's called spiking the food, man. It's the oldest trick in the book. So if that man ain't your husband, I wouldn't eat nothing you got. Telling you. Straight up. So be careful. The food, they putting it in the food. And not only that, when you giving the, you know what I'm saying, doing the stuff, we about to get into that too. The nasty part. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button, man. Y'all on TV, man. We the best to ever do it. Let's roll that beautiful bean footage for you. We got some good ones. All right, that's one we just roll. Let's go right here.
Men be doing witchcraft and we don't even know it. Honestly, they don't even know it themselves. Recently, this man told me that he would JO to my picture after we would see each other. And I was always wondering why I was so hooked on this man. When, mind you, he was just an average dude. He offered me the bare minimum, which I never settle for the bare minimum. And now it all makes sense. He was doing the O spell on me.
Men do witchcraft on us. It's the men. It's been them the whole time doing witchcraft on us. And they're the ones who try to convince us that we're the ones that are doing the witchcraft. It's been them the whole time. It's reverse psychology. They're doing love spells. They have to have sex with us in order to use the magic on us. Think about it. Because if you don't have sex with them, you can see clearly who they are. They become irritated. That's why they want to hurry up and have sex with us. Think about it. That's why they're doing it. You can't convince me otherwise. It's them.
Hey, man, I'm telling you, hey, listen to what she just said. Once you cut off this, you don't want to have sex with them. They block you. Don't call me. Don't if you see me, don't speak to me. They get mean and angry because that's a part of the spell too. That's a part of the spell to get you to see how much the spell they got on you, how strong the spell is they got on you. Because they gonna come back. Because they wizards, warlocks. The devil will never give up. The devil will never get off the gas. Keep that in mind. Why? How do we know? Because we told you at the beginning of your books and scrolls that the devil continuously do evil. He gonna continuously be a cheater. He gonna continuously run women. He gonna continuously be a tree rope. He's gonna continue to do evil because that's who he is. You can't get mad at that. He'll probably tell you who he is. Sometimes the devil will tell you who he is. The devil will say, that's what I can't help it. This is what I do. You either like it or don't. You get with it or don't. And if you get with it, you agree to get with the devil. You agree to get with a demon. And whatever the outcome of that demonic energy is your fault. Because once you figure out who they is, that was shame on them. But then now, the second time, it's shame on you. I'm telling you. So they usually warlocks, and they usually a warlock is usually a whoremonger. They never satisfied when they cast a spell on one woman. They gotta do another one. It's an addiction because once they activate, do the first love spell on you on the first girl, they activate that demon. They open the Ouija board. Once they open the Ouija board, the demon, the monkey, get on their back. So the monkey, it's like an addiction. You got to constantly cast spells and keep adding women to your profile. But hey, once you in, ain't no getting out unless you get put to the ground 6 foot. And somebody go in there put you get in the ground because running them spells on the wrong girl will kill you. I'm telling you. But let's go to the next level. We got more for you. We got more news you can use. You don't get a TV, man.
Here's 5 signs that the man in your life might be a warlock, which is the male version of a witch. Sign number 1, he comes into your life when you are getting close to God or you make the decision that you're going to get close to God. And that's usually because they want to show up as if God sent them. Number 2, they always come when you decide, okay, I'm not going to have sex. I'm going to be celibate. I'm going to be on my purity journey. That's when they always come in. Number 3, when you meet them, they immediately start love bombing you. And I'm talking about dropping money on you, taking you to the finest restaurants, doing all these things. Like as women, we want those things because that's how we deserve to be treated. But recognize that when somebody comes in off the gate doing those things without even knowing you, it's a love bombing tactic. Number 4, they cause you to question the things that God called you to let go of. So if God called you to stop having sex, if God called you to stop drinking, if he called you to stop going out to the clubs and stuff, these people will cause you to question those things that God called you to stop doing. Like they'll make little subtle things like, is that really a sin though? Like, is that really bad though? Like that ain't a bad thing though. And then you'll slowly start to catch yourself doing those things that God already delivered you from. And then number 5, you start experiencing delays in your life. You start experiencing delays, setbacks, and you could even start to experience death and friends and family around you. And in those times, those people will always be around because they show up like the comfort, but then they show up like the support, but really they're your attacker. So be mindful.
Hey, so those are the signs, and keep in mind, like I say, when these people come around, they really, and they got a control demon too, because once they get open the vortex on the love spell, it's a control demon automatically attached to it, right? So they're gonna be controlling in a way, but they're gonna be manipulative too. That's another demon that attached to it. Manipulative. They're gonna be liars. They're gonna have to be liars. That's another demon that attached to the spell work. So you're dealing with a whole bunch of demons that once they share bodily fluids with you, them demons just went on you. Telling you, man, this shit might sound crazy, but we just got to tell you straight up. Because they sharing demons with other girls. When all the other girls that they cast spells on, whatever demons on them went to him, so he's just piling demons on them. He may be like the man that Yahshua met at the tomb when he said that he being plagued by legions, 15,000 demons on him. He walking around, I don't know what's going on, messing with the wrong thing. But it's like this. Let's roll that next clip, man. So we got some good ones. We got some good ones breaking down how they do their thing. But this is 2026, man.
So y'all want to know how to identify if someone that you just allowed into your life is a warlock or not. I'm about to give you the number one way you can tell if this person who has just entered your life is a warlock. After this, you don't need anything. After this, you don't need to watch another TikTok video. Don't Google another question in Google talking about is this person a warlock. After this is your answer, and here it is. I need y'all to write this down and remember it in your heart. The number one way you will know if someone who has entered your life is a warlock or not, you will begin to lose everything. You will begin to lose things, whether it be your health, whether it be your beauty, whether it be your energy, whether it be your business that you were working on, whether it be a direction you were heading in life and now it's like you're confused, you don't know if you should do it, whether it be favor, whether it be doors that used to open for you, now they're closing in your face, whether it be blessings and things that God promised you, they begin to be held up and you're like, what's happening? What's going on? A warlock has entered your life. And let me tell you something. If it's a blessing from God, you will not get it with that person in your life. It's going to be held up if you have attached yourself to a warlock. And this is why the people that we allow in our life, it is important, especially when you are on assignment and if God has anointed you to do something specific in the earth, especially my sisters, God has anointed you to do something specific. You have a ministry or call it. You cannot just link up with anybody because the enemy is going to send people. So the number one way to know if a warlock has entered into your life, you will begin to lose things. And whether that be relationships, friendships, there will be some loss. Even if it's sleep at night, there will be loss. And remember, narcissist abuse is spiritual warfare, and I am here to help you prepare for battle.
Hey, okay, this is what I was gonna say out the last two clips. This is what I forgot to say. And then when they talk about, they say God, that God can depend on where you at in your studies, whether you're Christian, whatever. That God really is the higher you, your higher self, the better you, saying you know that was whatever's happening ain't right, that you aren't supposed to be doing this, or that you aren't supposed to be messing with that person. That person not really right. That's your higher self. That's the God within you, right? So when they're saying God, they could be having their own perspective, but that's the real perspective on it. It's the higher self, your higher you, the better you, the benevolent you, saying, no, that's not right. That's wrong. You listen to what I'm saying? So that's like, so listen to your higher self. Don't never, if you go against your higher self, you will fail. Right? And if you don't try, really, if you try, you know what I'm saying, you got a chance. But try also can mean you fail as well. You got to do. You got to know. You got to know and do. You got to know that person ain't right, and then to do what you know that's right to keep away, to cut them off, because they're a vessel They are a synagogue of Satan. They are a vessel for Satan. And Satan is the adversary. Whatever's against you, against your better judgment, against your better whatever you got going for your whole life, that's better for you. You know what I'm saying? Your better judgment, better everything, right? So let's go to that next one.
Y'all gotta be careful out here, man. This man out here doing spell work, we gotta make y'all wanna see what they do is they befriend y'all ass. They take y'all out, they find out what you like to get drunk, you like to get high, you like bitches, they gonna play all that shit up with you. And the whole time they be doing spell work on your stupid ass to make you like them. And the next thing you know, you done got drunk or high with the motherfucker, y'all cool, now he's sticking dick in your ass. Or now you sticking dick in his ass. Be careful of a grown ass nigga that wanna go from nigga to nigga. Why is this grown ass man going from house to house with nigga to nigga? I'm like, y'all passing this man around? Y'all passing that man around. Be careful, man.
I'm gonna tell every woman this. These men be putting love spells on you. That's why you so crazy about him. You don't know what's driving you crazy? When you having sex with that man, he whisper in your ear, is it mine? You want this? Call me daddy. You love me? Have my baby. You be feeling so good, you start saying yes. You just don't know. You just got pregnant by that man. You just gave that man your whole body. You just gave that man your soul. And that man ain't ready for no baby. He just trying to trap you so he can get sex again and again and again. It's all about pleasure with these men. That's it. Nothing else.
Yeah, right. Because like we said, once you don't give them, that's all they want is really sex. Most of the time, the 90% of the time, and then when you don't give it to them, that they'll just go to the next person they're trying to put the spell on. But they can get close to you. That's to put the spell work on you.
And another thing, watch who you swallow. Men do witchcraft too. They state their intentions as they let go in your mouth and down your throat. Protect yourself.
Men can try to pull off your wound to manifest for themselves by saying word curses all over your body while y'all having intercourse. Saying things such as, you mine, this mine, you ain't going nowhere, you belong to me, things of that such. If you respond back by agreeing to it, he has the agreement that he can use your womb whenever he feels like it. So he can self-pleasure on his own whenever he feels like it, just to try to pull off your womb. He can also take that energy that he get, because the power lies within a woman's womb. He can also take that energy and go have sex with another woman and try to manifest as well. These men use this to try to get women that they know they will never be able to get, but they can use your energy to try to get these women. But this is the catch. Once you start cleansing your womb, once you start doing regular spiritual baths, you will know that it started to work, because once you start pulling your power back, once you start pulling your energy back, these men will start losing money. Now they can gain money, women, and everything by using a woman's womb. But once she starts to pull that energy back, he will start to lose. Meaning that whatever woman that he got using that woman's power, they will fall out. They won't be together no more. He'll start having financial issues. His bank account might get hit to where somebody scam, take all the money out of his bank account. It's just a lot of different things why you got to be careful. Some of them would even go as far as to use a trick of spirit and say things like, yeah, you my wife, or I'm gonna marry you, or anything like that. And they can use that and say that, well, she gave me the agreement that me and her, that she belongs to me. But this is where the tricks of spirit comes into play, because he's not actually telling the woman what he's planning on doing. This is how they get fooled. Because he used the tricks of spirit to fool this woman, the tricks of spirit will turn around and fool him. And that's just how it goes. Now, if you are actively having intercourse with a man that you actually like, you can protect him by just saying that you call your energy and your power back from anyone from your past. But if you're a celibate woman, such as myself, then you would call your energy and your power back from everybody, meaning that no one has access to my womb.
Let me tell you something. Hey, hit that like, hit that subscribe button, man. Let me tell you something, women. Celibacy. I think I'm saying that right. Hey, well, not having sex is your most powerful weapon. right? That'll stop a nuclear bomb. That'll stop a nuclear bomb from coming down. Man, if they told Donald Trump and Putin they were going to get ready to launch nuclear weapons, that hey man, after you launch that, you ain't gonna get no coochie. They gonna think about that. I'm telling you. Because if you go back to Genesis chapter 6, the 200 fallen, they fell because of coochie. So it stands the reason coochie is high power. Shit, man. It's worldwide high power. It's universal high power shit. I'm telling you, man. If it make angels go against God. I'm telling you, man. Genesis chapter 6. Don't believe me, go check it out. The sons of God. You know what I'm saying? We can get to more in depth into that, but I'm saying, so you got that, you got your power is within. And if you go giving out your power for everybody, what is your power worth then? If you go passing your power out for little or nothing and real fast, how much you think your power worth? So to anybody that's coming around, you just give them your power. Because you're gonna give you are the womb, you are the stargate that brings the energy to this side. So when you go give that power out for free, after a while, you lose power. After doing that for so long, it's called high mileage for some people. But let's go to another one, man. So stay on your guard Jakuta. Because it's a powerful shit, man. It's the stuff that brought the 200 followers to go against God. It's some stuff that can stop a nuclear bomb from exploding. So guard that shit like a nuclear weapon. You have a nuclear weapon between your legs, pretty much. I'm telling you. And it can be used for power and positive. It can be used for negative. It's like that part. Let's go to the next one, man. We don't want to get too exclusive. We got some heat for you.
Strip away their pride with this potent ritual.
I was getting choked, right, when we were having, no shame, right? Let my testimony be for somebody else. And I was on my period. When he left that first time, after he said, "You are mine," this is not funny, but it's a defense mechanism. He sprayed a cologne on my bed and left, basically. When he was texting me, when he was in the airport, he was catching a flight, and he was talking about what we had just done, I started to cough and I felt a hand around my throat as if it was choking me. And I remember this to this day. This was 5 to 6 years ago. And I felt like I was being choked, but he was in another state. And all we were doing was just talking about what we had just done. He said, "You are mine." I said, "I am yours." Like that. Inseparable for 2.5 years. How'd I know he was a warlock? First of all, warlock means covenant breaker. This man was a liar. Is a liar. He never stopped lying. He lied about anything and everything. Stuff that you don't even need to lie about. But he would. But even after all this, you want to know what sealed the deal for me? After one of our numerous arguments and makeups, he was chuckling to himself. And then he said, "I tricked the most beautiful girl in the world into falling in love with me." He was so arrogant. I truly understood that there are very evil people in this world. A warlock is a liar, a manipulator, and a deceiver. And they will just break covenants and break their word to themselves, to you, and especially to the Most High God. Another thing that I will also add is I could not stop thinking about this man if I tried or if I wanted to. After the very first time we had intercourse, I could feel his presence, his emotions, and he was always in turmoil emotionally because, he's not surrendering to God. He's in a reprobate mind because he refuses to repent of his witchcraft and being outside of God's will. So he's always struggled. Another way you will know that this man, my ex, was a warlock was because I didn't even want to text him sometimes. I didn't even know why I was in this relationship, but I could not get enough of him. I could not stay away from him. I could not stop thinking about him. This man literally became my world, my everything, which is what he wanted from the beginning, which is why he asked me to say, "Whose is this?" And I said, "It's yours." And again, I was a naive, lukewarm Christian girl. And due to me compromising by being in a relationship with this man, unequally yoked, having premarital sex, I paid the consequences and still do to this day. It was a tumultuous relationship. We always fought and we always had sex. And that was a relationship. Whether we were traveling, we fought everywhere we went, fought on my birthday. had cops. It was just, let me just say, it was just a very toxic environment relationship. And I'm glad that I am still here and alive to tell you guys this to this day. One last thing, he would continuously use me, and I was left wondering why I was never good enough. He would always make me feel as if I was never good enough for anything, while also putting me on a pedestal as if I'm the best thing ever. It's really just psychological warfare. It's spiritual warfare. It's manipulation, which is witchcraft, and it's to control your emotions, keep you unstable, off balance, to where you are seeking and searching for his approval, making him your God. And he would use me, my energy, my essence, to basically continue to elevate in life. Another thing that I also noticed was that he would mirror me, and it was very creepy. Or we stare into each other's eyes. I see nothing. I do a slight smile. He does a slight smile. I caught that from the beginning. Obsessed. It was not love, it was obsession. He was obsessed over me, and he still is to this day. And I'm learning that obsession and control is not love. I know that, but I'm learning to not crave being obsessed over as the same as being loved, because it's not. Obsession can get you unalived. We would talk for hours. He wanted to know every little thing about me. And I thought it was very sweet and it was romantic, but I realized he was just gathering information to use against me to control. It was to keep me off balance. It was to keep him in control and me catering to him. He would also know what to say, when to say it. He would say all the right things at all the right times to make me feel special and also hurt me. You see how there's always an up and a down, a black and a white. There's never stability. That's on purpose. I'd try to leave 7 times, multiple times. He wouldn't let me go. I'd stay. Some type of manipulation would happen where I would think, I can't get anybody else. Nobody else was going to want me. Nobody else is going to love me like he loved me, or know me like he knows me. And it's not true. I felt so alone because I was isolated to where I could only rely on him for anything and everything. But by the grace of God, I'm free. There is evil. This world is evil. If you're not with Jesus, Yeshua, you're with the other side. There is no in between. You have to choose a side and you have to stand on it. So that's how I knew my ex-fiance was a warlock. And let me say that before anything, I forgive him. I forgive this man. I forgive myself. I don't hold any anger or bitterness towards him anymore.
Hey, peace. Hey, if you're just not tuning in, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. We going in. Now, what I want to say is, hey, shout out, I think it's Sacrifice. Yeah, it's a lot of, it's in the Bible. People sleep on the Bible, but the Bible is a book of witchcraft. And it's a lot of protection spells in the Bible, like especially in songs, in the book of songs. A lot of them are protection spells against stuff like this, right? The book of songs, there's a couple of other ones like, and we're gonna be going over that. We're gonna do one called the Bible, and then the different spells in the Bible you can use to repel when we break down the reverse and the spells and everything, because we're gonna get into that, right? But yeah, so you see that these warlocks, some of them who are more advanced, some of them are naturals, and some of them, a percentage of them don't even know they really warlocks. They just do it naturally, but they really warlocks, or they synagogues of Satan, right? So a lot of these people, they vampire energy vampires. A lot of these warlocks, right? Because they could be crossbreeds of an energy vampire and a warlock, and they'll drain your energy and use that to propel to another girl or to propel themselves in life. They'll be always doing good while you study be down. That's a method that Diddy used. P. Diddy, right? Hey, let's go to another one, man. We got more heat. We got more news you can use. Let's see what we got.
Great question. Let me tell you. Number one thing for me is obsessively thinking about them day, night, morning, vacation, with your new man. For me, another sign is like constantly feeling watched as well. I don't know if everybody else experiences that, but like I know when I constantly feel watched, and I'm constantly feeling watched by like a certain person or a certain energy. Constantly seeing them everywhere, whether you just thought you saw them or you're literally just seeing them everywhere, like you're constantly running into them and you're like, I thought I got rid of you. Having the constant need to text them, call them, check up on them, seeing how they're doing, constantly wanting to see where they at, who they're with. They also start having very vivid dreams about this person, like very vivid dreams, and like you remember them, or you may have intercourse with them in your dreams and stuff like that. You can also catch yourself probably doing too much, trying to get this person's attention. Like you're just doing too much just to get this person to look at you.
That's happening, right? You worry about who they with. You always worry about what they at. You always act like you worry about their well-being, but it's really the love spell that they put on you, right? Because ain't that much loving in the world, right? I'm telling you. Not in this world, I'm telling you. So yeah, so if you constantly having a like, oh, I gotta text them, or I gotta see what they're doing, that's because that spell is itching you, right? Once the first thing is becoming realizing that you've been put that spell work is being done to you. Once you come on to the realization, that's the first step to breaking it. Right now, if you know it, some people still they don't want it to get broke on them. They want us still. It's like getting high for them. It's like that spell is like getting high for them. It's like an addiction for them, and so they addicted to that person, and they think that they're addicted to that person because they naturally addicted to that person. But nah, you addicted to that person because of the spell. It's all witchcraft and demonic energy. And that person is that demon is on you for a reason, because you somebody that your higher self, which you could go say that God or the Lord is going to work with, right? You go into that, but it's your higher self is saying, no, I'm supposed to be this. I want your higher self is telling you what your goals are and what you want to do. Your higher self is saying, oh, I want to be the best real estate agent, or I want to be the best doctor, or the best lawyer, or the best this, whatever I do, right? And what hairdressers, whatever, best stylist, but this energy always kind of block me from that, or pull me from that, or distract me from my goals. It's because that's a demonic energy. And so you gotta say, the first thing is to say, you gotta start getting mean with that energy and say hell no, and stand on it, step down on it. You gotta stand on some energy that once you realize it's going against you and it's your adversary, you gotta sit there and stand and say no, get behind me, Satan, that type of thing. Because they really Satan, they your adversaries if they're stopping you from accomplishing your goals, because you always focus on them because they didn't put these witchcraft. And it's getting all that witchcraft getting ready to backfire on all the people that's been doing it. That's why I say we ain't really out to in this Hogwarts school. We're gonna teach you how to do it, but we ain't really out to teach you how to do it like that, right? Before you can go lose it against people, because it's always side effects. We got one coming out called the side effects of casting these spells, right? But let's go. It says warlock. Yeah, warlock, right? So the warlock are the men who are wizards, right? And then you got witches, right? So there is karma, whether you don't want to. If you sow in the Bible, they call it whatever you sow, you reap. That's karmatic debt that does exist, because there's a thing called the Book of Life. We already broke that down on the video side. That Book of Life ties into a thing, is a part of a larger conglomerate called the Akashic Records. So every spell that you cast is recorded. So and not only does that spell record and the whole thing or what play out, the whole scenario, the intentions is what the signature, the intentions is what they're gonna be looking at when they access and give you the ultimatum. Really, it's gonna be you. Your own self is gonna make the call. Whether when you cast that spell, what was your intentions? Was it to really fall in love with this person and make this person yours, or was it just so you can have sex with them and put them in your phone, put pictures in your phone of them and show your friends so they can say this? So ain't no taking it back once you've done it. Really, you can try to take it back, but you still gotta flip the karmic debt. We're gonna have a tape coming out called "How to Clear Karmic Debt" as well, right? But this is the stuff that's going on in the world. We got more for you. We got more action for you, man, because we got this right here finna get gruesome. It's finna get gruesome. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button, man.
Sign number one is that he carries a dark presence. Sign number one, he carries a dark presence. Sometimes you don't need to see someone's actions to know something is wrong. Your spirit can just sense it, okay? One of the clearest signs of a warlock is the dark presence they carry whenever they're nearby. You can feel it. They can be standing behind you and you can feel something and you look back like, what is that? What's going on? You can sense it. You feel a weight, like an eerie discomfort that's kind of hard to explain, right?
So sometimes you can feel something not right. You know, you got that. Most of y'all women got intuition. You got a strong intuition, stronger than man. So you can feel when you know it. A lot of times you know it. Because of the spell, you go into that la la land because of the spell. So you got to know. We're gonna have more how to crack these spells because faith is really impossible without work. We already told you that. Right, so you got to put you can say this blood of Jesus and this and that, but you also got to put some work with that, right? You know what I'm saying? And we're going to show you how to do that work, right? And to repel these demons because we fighting the war. We've been at war the whole time. We told you, Michael and his angels versus the dragon and his angels. So the dragon is out here. Some of y'all women are daughters of Michael and Inanna. Right on the positive side, and the dragon is trying to stop you from accomplishing your goals. That's what it is. Your gods trying to take your god down. The dragon who come looking good, who comes talking good, using charm magic, charm work on you, giving you gifts with. Don't accept gifts from every man because some of them gifts have witchcraft on them. He'll give you a watch, give you a necklace. There's a witchcraft on it to lock you into a love spell, right? So we already broke down that tape on how the charm magic work, right? The charm magic, people leave stuff at your doorstep. They'll drop $1 at your doorstep or some money, $20, and they have witchcraft on it. You pick it up, put it in your wallet, boom. Next thing you know, all your account, you going broke. Over the next couple of months, you going broke because you picked up that 20 because they didn't put witchcraft on it. So when you picking things up off the ground or stuff placed at your doorstep or stuff placed on top of your car, when you drive, if you come outside and some bird shit on your car, that means somebody spreading bad words about you. Somebody talking about you and putting salt on your name. You know, they say salt on your name. You know, salt is one of a high power alchemists, especially sea salt, to block certain spells. We're gonna get more into that, like I say, on the reversing spell, using the sea salt and apple cider vinegar. But let's go more into this, man. To block, we'll go more into how they doing this shit, right?
So, baby, grab your tea, grab your coffee or something, baby. But let me go ahead and tell y'all how I found out that this man put a love spell on me. Let's go. So I'm gonna make sure that this video is just a one-parter. I promise. So this was back in like 2018 when this happened. So I started to talk about this the other day on my live. So if you was on my live the other day, you kind of know how this story finna go. He was from Mississippi. He was like right down the street from me. Like he was from South Haven, Mississippi. So shit, I thought everything was gonna be roses. So we was talking on a date now for like a week. Then I had finally gave him my number. And we ended up going out to this hibachi place in South Haven. I mean, like, we really had a real good time and this and that. Like, I'm not gonna say I was fresh out of a long-term relationship, but it took some time. But I mean, he was like a breath of fresh air. Like, he really was. He was real, real cool. Shit started getting weird when he would like hit me up every morning and would be like, I dreamed about you. And I'm like, okay, you know, in my mind, I'm like, oh, that's sweet. I'm in his dreams, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, do you dream about me? And I was like, no. At the time, I wasn't. So I'm really trying to figure out when, still to this day, I'm trying to figure out, because he didn't answer that question. I wanted to know, like, when he actually, why you just bust up in my room? Nah. As soon as he brought up dreams, boom, bitch. I started dreaming about him. I don't know if you ever experienced this, but like how I used to dream, I would dream about a lot of things. Like I'm at a house, I'm at a zoo, I'm at a garden. Like, but when I wake up, I couldn't like tell you everything that happened in the dream because I was just dreaming about so much stuff. But when I would have dreams about him, it was very vivid. Like I could wake up and I could tell you exactly what that dream was about. We would be on this boat It was like a calm river. It was like some music playing, and we was just laying down on the boat and just looking in the sky. Like, I would have this same exact dream almost every night. And y'all, he used to call me like in the morning. He would always call me in the morning, and he would say, "Did you dream of me?" And I was like, "Yeah, I had a crazy dream about you." And I would just tell him the dream, like, we always on a boat. And he was just laughing. And, you know, he was like, "Man, that's so weird." Like, and y'all, not only the dreams were crazy, but everywhere I would go, I would see somebody that kind of looked like him, or I think it was him. Babe, let me sit up, baby. Just thinking about this shit creeps me out. I think that's what took me a minute to even talk about it, because it was just so weird. So I talked about this on the live too. Another weird thing that will happen is I will feel myself having intercourse with him, even when I'm not around him. Like, I could be laying in the bed, y'all, and I would just have the urge to want to have sex with him. Like, it felt like he was touching me. Like, y'all, I swear to God, it's so embarrassing saying this, but like, I could be driving in a car, like, and I just have this feeling over my body of just him, like I was like start to like crave him, like, oh, but in my mind I'm thinking like maybe he just have some good, maybe it just was good, you know what I'm saying? Because you ladies, y'all had that feeling before, after you know, leave from your little junk house, or after you just had sex with your man, and then like the next day you can still like feel him. So that's why I'm like, okay, maybe I'm just, you know, craving him. And I would like tell him these things. I'm like, boy, I'm fiending for you, not knowing what this nigga been doing the whole time. So what made me think or feel like he put a love spell on me? Let's get into it. Baby, my ancestors did not come to play. And one thing my ancestors don't play about is me. One night I ended up having a dream about him, but baby, this dream was different. It wasn't a boat. It wasn't nothing calm about it. We was at like a fair, a carnival or something. I don't know. It was somewhere where you had to play these carnival games. And baby, so I remember just throwing stones at the bottle or whatever. And like the man that was over the game looked at me and he said, "Wake up, wake up, wake up." Y'all, I woke up. I don't know how, still to this day, I don't know how I end up just saying it. I woke up and I was like, this boy did something to me. I didn't say a love spell at first, but I was like, did he put something in my food? Like, I was just thinking. I said, baby, when I wake up, I went back to sleep and I said, I'm calling my grandma. Baby, I had to call my grandma, bitch. The next day, I called my grandma. And I said, Grandma, I think this dude done did something to me or something, because I just be having dreams about it. I'm just talking to her about, like, everything. So this is what my grandma had asked me. My grandma said, "Do you believe in God?" I said, "Yes, of course, Grandma, I believe in God." She said, "Do you believe in good? Do you believe good things happen to people?" And I was like, "Yes." She said, "Well, you have to believe in the devil. You have to believe in evil. You have to believe in demons. You have to believe in these things in order to know what's real and what's fake." Y'all, this story is about to get crazy. So I asked my grandma, like, what do I need to do? Because I feel like, I said, it's just on my heart. It's just really on my spirit. Like, something is not right with this connection. My grandma said, the next time you go to his house, she said, baby, look under his bed. The love jar was under his bed. The jar was under his bed. It was a dark color jar. It was the same jar that this guy had did on my friend, and they still together. I did a video about this a while back, about my friend finding a jar in her baby daddy truck. Y'all had to, I don't know, I'm gonna have to find a video. Y'all gonna have to go back. Them folks still together. It's like she don't even care. But anyway, it was that same type of jar. It was a dark color jar, and it had some pictures in it, but I couldn't tell, you know, if it was, I couldn't really tell what kind of picture was in it, but it was some pictures, looked like some flowers, all kind of shit in it. So I confronted him about it. When he came out the shower, I said, what is this? Y'all, he did not get mad at all. He was like more so like embarrassed. And he was like, he saw something on the internet about, that this helps bring people together, lovers together, and he just thought that he needed the jar for us to be in a relationship. So he started to ask me questions. He asked me, how did I know? I told him, I said, at first, I guess it was working. I said, but baby, I'm covered. He was like, what you mean covered? I told him that I have a praying family. And I said, black magic just can't work on me. I just straight up told him, I said, my ancestors don't play about me. God don't play about me. And when you are covered in the blood of Jesus, baby, can't no witch. Baby, you can put 1,000 love spells on me. It gonna bounce off every time. And he was he was just so embarrassed and stuff. And like, he was sorry and he was going to destroy the jar and, and all this and that. And I told him, I want to see you dispose this jar. Like, whatever you got to do. I said, before I even leave, I said, I want to see you dispose this jar. However you need to dispose. Hold on. I did leave something out. I almost forgot. So the timeline between me talking to my grandma and me going to his house and finding the jar under the bed, my ancestors knew I needed some protection against all of this. So I got something made to keep me from having the dreams. I don't know why I still haven't got rid of this jar. I had this jar to this day. I had this jar under my bed and I would never, the dreams had completely stopped. And this was when he still had the jar on the bed. Because remember, it was like a week later when I went to his house and found his jar under the bed. But this jar was just solely to protect me from the evil dreams, the demons, all of that shit. Like, you really gotta be from the South, baby, to understand.
He used the word
I ain't
with the
gonna even
name
lie.
of Jesus.
Like, I
See,
come
look,
from a family where we don't
they
even
leave that
thrift.
part out.
We don't even take clothes from everybody. Not even money from everybody. So, yeah. So he did dispose.
Hey, so you see that she got the blood and all that, like some people be saying, but then she also did a little bit of work, put that faith with some work, and put us some under her bed just in case, and boom. Then with her being that she a witch, her intuition led her to find where it was keeping the spell casted it. Right? So you got to keep that in mind. They usually hide under their bed, in their closet, right? In their car, right? Are they coming over you, stealing your drawers, using your pantyhose? Be careful. Watch these guys. Right? What was in the jar? Okay, so that jar, she had rice in there, but it's gonna be a tape that's gonna come out. I might drop it. What's today? I gotta do this one. I might drop it tomorrow. It might be the one I drop tomorrow on how to do all of reverse spells and block the one she just showed you. It's a whole bunch of different ways. I'm gonna show you, but if you want to start right now, it's some two things you got right now in your cabinet. Probably is apple cider vinegar and sea salt. Take your apple cider vinegar and sea salt bath, and then light a candle, like a white candle, and then say a chant 3 times over your bath, like what you trying to accomplish. Like, I'm trying to, if this man has a love spell on me, reverse this spell right now. If this man has a reverse, and say it calm and 3 times, and then imagine it in your head, and boom, take the bath, and then that's the one way, sea salt and apple cider vinegar. But I'm gonna break. We're gonna have another class where we're gonna break. Because Bobby Hemmett be dropping a lot of. Bobby Hemmett is one of our high power voodoo masters. He be dropping a lot of information on it. But we're gonna because we're gonna have some clips with Bobby on the reverse spell one, right? So let's run some more for you, man, because we're gonna get exclusive right here. We're going to get into it.
This is the difference between a warlock and a regular man. A regular man is attracted to you physically because that's just usually in his nature. And then there's the warlock. The warlock is usually attracted to you spiritually. He sees what you have on the inside of you. And in order for him to get what he needs or he wants, he has to connect to your spirit. A regular man doesn't do that. He'll usually just ask, or women just usually offer, because that's in our nature as a woman. A warlock will usually take it by force. Excuse me. That's why usually when you get with a warlock, you lose every fucking thing. And you lose it fast. They come to kill your dreams and your purpose. They come to steal your identity. A lot of them want to be you. And they come to destroy the foundation that you've built. That's the difference between a warlock and a regular man. Go ahead and follow me, because the next video I'll talk about the difference between a warlock and a narcissist. They are not the same.
Oh yeah, hey, shout out that boy Captain Tenno, right? When I was doing a little bit of research on the reverse spells or how to cast the spells, Brother Panic name came up a lot in a lot of clips that I found. So yeah, I got clips from Brother Panic too. So RIP Brother Panic. Here's another one. Okay. We got some more, man. Hey, it's gonna be good, man. We got some good stuff here.
I hate warlocks. I absolutely can't fucking stand them, and I believe that most women have encountered, if they are not currently encountering, a warlock. And there is one key sign for you to look for to know that you are dealing with a warlock. But before we get into that, I gotta explain some things to you. That way this explanation makes sense. First things first, always remember, the sun represents the masculine. This is why when a mother gives birth to a male, she considers him her son. The sun represents men. This is why their circadian rhythm is based off of the daytime and why they have morning wood in the morning. It's their body's way of being alert and being awake. Number 2, the moon represents the feminine. Always remember that. Sun masculine, moon feminine. Men represent the consciousness. Sun represents consciousness. Consciousness is what you see around you. It's the words that are coming out of your mouth. It's the touch. It's your sight. It's your hearing. It's your taste. Everything that you're looking at. If you see a brick wall, your consciousness lets you know it's a brick wall. The feminine represents the moon, and the moon represents the subconscious. So if the consciousness is seeing that you have a brick wall that you're looking at, your subconscious would let you know how many bricks got laid in the wall. So it's a digger deeping of the picture that is in front of you. When you are sleeping, you are tapping into your subconscious through your dreams. Although this isn't the only indicator of you dealing with a warlock, it's a pretty foolproof way for you to know that you're dealing with one. The one thing that a warlock is going to do, he is going to fuck up your sleep. He is going to put you in a predicament to disrupt, to delay, to deny your sleep. It is statistically proven women require more hours of sleep than men do. And just anecdotally, we always hear those stories of women saying, I had a story about a man cheating on me, and some women will have vivid dreams to the point where like they will have a projection of how the woman looks that they're getting cheated on with. It will be the exact same woman that they found out that their significant other was cheating on them with. A woman that can go into her subconscious is a dangerous woman for a warlock. Your subconscious is where you receive downloads as a woman. That is the reason why the moon represents the feminine, because we are in touch with our subconscious. We are tapped into a deeper level of consciousness that men are not able to tap into. The whole purpose of the warlock is to be in control. The whole purpose of the warlock is to keep you in your consciousness of the physical world around you. So he will paint a reality through manipulating, through gaslighting, through multiple tactics to paint your world in the physical world in a way in which you normalize it. You cannot question if a warlock is doing this to you when you cannot receive downloads through your sleep. Downloads will signal information to you to let you know what the fuck is going on and give you the hints necessary to let you know that you have a warlock in your life or in your vicinity. If you live
Drugs
with
and
a
alcohol
man
usually block this.
and you sleep in the same bed as a man and he is constantly being disruptive, he is constantly antagonizing you, he wants to start arguments very, very late at night, and he wants to keep dragging the argument out, you're begging him and you're pleading with him to be like, listen, can we talk about this in the morning? No, I don't want to talk about this in the morning. I want to talk about this now. And you're constantly going back and forth and you're getting exhausted and you're over here looking at the clock like, I literally have work in 4 hours. You're dealing with a warlock. If you are a woman who you're sleeping and the man in your life lives with you and he has to leave the home before you do, he is slamming doors, he is dropping dishes, he is just making a ton of unnecessary noise, you're dealing with a warlock. Men that do not want you to get sleep are practicing spiritual warfare on you. They do not want you to be tapped into your subconscious to understand that what they are doing is wrong and what they are doing is very, very nefarious and very evil. This is also why we have normalized this thing, at least here in Western culture, that the mother should always be the one to disrupt her sleep when she is she's delivered a newborn. That's a form of spiritual warfare. The woman should not be the one repeatedly waking up in the middle of the night going to tend to her baby. It should always be the man. Men need way less hours of sleep. Men are not getting in any downloads or having to receive anything spiritually in order for them to be sleeping through the night like that. You are a life giver. There is a deeper level and there is more time as a woman that is required of you to tap into your subconscious. That way you are grounded. A woman is grounded through her subconscious. A man is grounded through his ability to reach his subconscious, many of which are never going to reach in their lifetime. This is also why if a man is trying to bum rush you and he's hitting you up at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock in the morning, what are you doing? Let's hang out. I want you to come over. It doesn't necessarily mean that he's a warlock, but I'm just letting you know the examples of how detrimental this actually is to women and how it can put you in warlock territory. Do not ever allow a man to fuck up your sleep. Do not ever allow a man to make you sacrifice your sleep. That is the highest point of you harnessing your femininity as a woman. A man who does not allow his woman to rest does not want a feminine woman. He wants a victim. He wants prey. That's what he wants. He does not want a feminine woman when he is not allowing her to sleep and he's being disruptive. Do not be afraid to sleep in a separate bedroom. Do not be afraid to kick his ass out of the bed and have him sleep on the couch. Do not feel bad.
Hey, so keep in mind, somebody say, somebody was saying they've been dealing with a warlock the whole time. Then, yeah, you might have been dealing with a warlock, and you might be a wizard. I mean, or a witch. But there's good witches, and there's good. Really, most of warlocks are bad guys. Now the wizards are the good guys. Most of wizards, but when they go bad, they call them a warlock, right? So it's good wizards out here. Like you might have a good husband that's funny, that's got the chemistry and all that, and he a wizard because he make you laugh. Because comedians are wizards and alchemists, right? So your husband might be a funny guy, right? But he make you laugh, but he ain't no cheater. He ain't none of that shit that she just said, right? Right. So yeah, some of y'all might be dealing with warlocks, and he might not even have. A lot of times, some of them guys don't even know they're warlocks. They don't even know they're warlocks, but it's in their blood. Their granddaddy was the same way. He drank and started arguing, want to fight. They daddy. It's a generational thing. So you got to that's why in Islam and Doc taught this that when you're going to marry somebody or going to be with somebody, you usually study their parents, their grandparents, you study their family to see what you're dealing with, because usually the apple don't fall from the tree. You see what I'm saying? The apple don't, you know, I'm telling you, like, you ever heard your grandma say that? The apple usually don't fall from the tree, right? Right. So let's get to this next one, man. We got more news. You can use. Trying to go 2 hours with you, man. We got some news you can use now.
Okay, so a lot of people talk about how women do love spells, but not a whole lot speak on how men do love spells. So lately I've been getting a lot of questions, mostly about men doing love spells. The first question is, do men do love spells? How do men do love spells? And how do you know that you're under a love spell? So I'm going to name these off and try not to get this video muted, okay? So first on my list is mirror. Yeah. Y'all in the bathroom, sitting in front of the back, he grabs you by your hair, your throat, makes you stare in the mirror. You could be channeling your energy during that.
What they got done the hub for?
Maybe even sing chants. Next up, exchange of any bodily fluids. That includes sweat, that includes spit, that includes the white stuff, that includes the red stuff, that includes the yellow stuff. Yeah. Any type of exchange of bodily fluids. It can be used. It's intertwining. And it's also energy. The next one is exchange with any bodily fluids. That includes spit, the white stuff, the red stuff, the yellow stuff, sweat. All of it is just, it's energy, and it can be used.
So yeah, so pretty much, cause I think it's real low, right? But pretty much, what she's talking about is just the exchanging of bodily fluids. Him trying to get you to drink his white stuff, right? Just kissing you, putting his finger in your behind. They like to put their finger in your behind too, and then talk to you. You like that, don't you? Yeah, you know, it's all kind of magic. All that's magic and witchcraft, because the 200 fallen. We can get more into it, but it's different perspectives on it. Like I say, right? So they do all of the exchange of the bodily fluids is important when they doing the witchcraft and casting the spells on you, right?
So I want to touch on this. Men most definitely do love spells on women. And for far too long, y'all have ran with this narrative that it's women that mostly do them. But as somebody who has a southern family, I'm here to tell you that niggas do it too. And to be honest, it's not even always intentional, right? Like, it's not even always intentional. Sometimes niggas are putting love spells on you and they don't even know it. And you can put love spells on someone through sex magic. So if you even think about, like, you know, if a nigga ever spit in your mouth, especially if he a Caribbean man, especially if, like, he's a southern man, baby. And again, a lot of men, like, they carry a bunch of ancestral memories. So a lot of them, they come from, like, a very potent bloodline full of people who practice root work or other, like, indigenous practices. People, like, very strong, like, you know, conjure men, conjure women in their family, and they hold that ancestral memory. So sometimes they're putting spells on you, they putting work on you, and they don't even know it. Obsessively thinking about someone every day, love spell. Stalking someone and looking at their pictures, looking at their social media all the time, 24/7. And again, this is especially true if this person has, like, you know, a very potent bloodline full of, you know, like, root workers and conjure people, like stuff like that. Like that could be a form of putting a love spell on somebody. Again, spitting in the mouth. It's a lot of things that men do unintentionally where they are putting work on you and they don't even know it, which is why you have to up your spiritual protection. But then on the flip side, there are men who intentionally do love spells. Like there are men who they don't actually perform the spell, but there are women in their families who are familiar with like root work, and they are familiar, like, you know, they dibble and dabble in that kind of stuff, and they go to their female family members to put love spells on women. I'm telling y'all, people always think it's women, but men do it all the time. And some men, they even just pick up stuff from like just the family that they be around. They know how to do certain things, and they intentionally put love spells on women. So y'all be careful out here in these streets. Y'all be careful. Y'all really be careful. Y'all be careful, because these men, like, you will be obsessively thinking about someone every single day. Whole time this nigga done put a love spell on you. You wondering why you can't stop thinking about this person. You wondering why, like this doesn't make any sense to me. I just feel like this just feels very scary for me. The nigga is putting a love spell on you. Now, I don't know. You may not know if it's intentional or unintentionally, but you need to up your spiritual protection, especially if you're somebody who dibbles and dabbles in hoodoo.
Look, this is not done yet. This is a whole process.
Hey, I'm gonna show you a video of this dude. Check out what this dude going through to put a love spell on this chick, man. So look, this is like a live footage of some dude doing a love spell. Check this out.
Look, this is not done yet. This is a whole process that I'm having to go through to secure and to lock in this relationship. This is just me showing y'all just some
Look crazy, don't it?
work, some things that y'all could do. You know, blessing some of the tools that you're going to be working with, you know, these things like that. You know, I mean, you know, some of that, I don't know. But it's a whole process. And I don't know how deeply I'm going to get into this process on TikTok, but I just really wanted to show you some of the lockification that I got going on right here.
So pretty much, he going through all that just to put a love spell on. And like I say, they got locks and, I got to do all, man, if you got to do all that, you ain't got no, you ain't no weird wizard. Weird wizard don't need all that. A weird wizard can do all, just use the charm. Use his charm. I'm telling you, man, weird wizard uses charm. You know, the charm is the basic form of this shit. We got to put that tape out yesterday. Yeah, that's weird to me. You gotta do all that, man. You too soft for me, man. That ain't real street nigga. Ain't gotta go do all that, man. If I gotta do all that just to get the girl, man, that might be all right. Keep on going. You know what I'm saying? It's a wrap, man. She don't want you though. If you gotta do all that, my nigga, you gotta lock that in and twist this around. That nigga went to Home Depot and got 2 locks. Yeah, man. It's alchemy though. We laughing though, but the shit be working. The shit work, but it's like, damn, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, you gotta do all that, my nigga, just to get some, like, to get a girl. Yeah, nigga, you weird. You on some weird nigga shit, man. I'm telling you, man. It's crazy. You'd be surprised some of those spells that these niggas doing. Cause niggas like they ancestors be teaching them certain things, right? And then they add their own spin to it. It's like the new generation of doing spells.
Men out here is trying to play with that dog magic, and they putting love spells on y'all. They taking y'all names, put it on them sheets of paper, writing it 3 times, burning it, and you wondering why your ass is messed up. I promise you. Y'all women, bro, y'all don't be knowing what people be doing. You gotta understand, just because you don't see a nigga do it, don't mean he ain't doing it. Incantations on your name. They got your birthday at the top, his birthday at the bottom. Got your name, last name, written in a circle 3 times and a cross. Take that cinnamon, they pull that cinnamon over that paper, fold it up, put it over that candle and burn it. Why I can't find no man? These niggas all tripping.
How much longer you gonna let him get away with it? Don't act like you don't know. Don't act like you don't know. At first you was trying to downplay it. At first you thought it was just your mind playing tricks on you, but now you're getting to realize, you're getting to see it clearly. You know exactly where the projection is coming from. You know your intuition ain't lying to you. Don't downplay it. You wondering why you tired. You wondering why you feeling drained. You taking your vitamins, right? You eating healthy, right? You getting enough rest, right? But yet you still feeling lethargic. You still feeling tired. You know exactly what's going on. Don't act like you don't know. Hit us up. Let's talk about it. Let's go ahead, eradicate it. Let's get to the bottom of it at myspiritualfriendinneed.com. You know exactly what.
Y'all know that men do witchcraft too, right? Everybody talks about women doing love spells on people, but what if it's your own partner doing love spells on you? Domination spells on you? Binding spells on you? There's a client of mine that when we first started working together a year ago, we had found a domination working that her husband had did on her. Mind you, I can find these things, see these things, and fix these things psychically without the use of witchcraft. I could see the working, I could see the purpose of the working, I could see how it was affecting her. And when I told her everything that I saw, she confirmed. I told her that the purpose of this working was to get her to love being in the house. I could see like bars around all of the windows and like her home was a prison, but a pretty prison. I could see that there was something in this working, so if she were to get the idea to leave, she would change her mind suddenly. She would turn around. She would decide, no, it's better if I stay home. And don't you know that that was exactly this woman's lifestyle? So we fixed it, nice and quiet. You don't want to let somebody know that you know that they did a working on you. Let them think what they think. So I undo the working done on her, and she starts regaining her power, her authority, her sovereignty. Because she had no sovereignty because this working was done on her. And he wanted to make sure that she would never leave him. We have been doing mentorship one-on-one where she's been now working on her intuitive ability. And she had a suspicion that he had done another working on her. Lo and behold, we go to look and we find he recently did another working. He paid someone to do it. We could see him. We could see the person that he hired. We could see the working that was done. We could see his new intention that he was setting with her. And best believe we took care of that shit too, because what the fuck you think? So he didn't like the fact that over the last year, she had been reclaiming her authority. And he thought he would give it another go. No, not one of mine. So yeah, don't sleep on the fact that these men be out here doing love spells too. Because they don't want to let you go. And they want to control you. And they want to take the feminine energy that is yours.
That pretty much wrap up the videos, but somebody will take some questions. Somebody said that how do you know how you break them, right? So like I said, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. We got stuff. Somebody said they just new to the channel. Hey, we got stuff for everybody. If this ain't your type of stuff, if you're a Christian and you a holy roller, we got the School of Christianity. We got the School of Islam playlist. We got the School of Hebrewism playlist. We got the anarchy classes, the help classes. I mean, you name it. The Native American classes, the moral science classes, the zodiac classes. So whatever your speed is, we got it. This is the School of Hogwarts. We in the School of Hogwarts getting all this information out. Now, about breaking the spells, probably tomorrow or the next day, by Wednesday or Thursday, we're going to have that class out, which is probably going to be another 2-hour-long class breaking down just how to break all these spells, to block them, reverse them, everything you need to know in those classes that we're going to have coming out probably about, like I say, that's probably going to be the one. It's probably in my list to come out tomorrow because I got 6 more classes immediately to get out for this playlist, the Hogwarts, School of Hogwarts and Witchcraft playlist. I got immediately 6 tapes already lined up that I'm working on. And so one of them tapes, probably gonna be the tape they're gonna drop tomorrow or the next day, is how to reverse these love spells or any other spell for that matter. That's gonna be coming out. So be careful what you drink, because thank you for mine. I got some water right here. They put stuff in people's drinks, they put stuff in people's food, they use your underwear for these rituals. They use your name and your birthday, right, for these rituals. They use your use your address in rituals. Like I say, one simple way to start it is becoming aware that a love spell is on you. We get in this tape, it broke down the different ways you could tell that you're dealing with a warlock. So once you become aware that the spell, then if you're a Christian, praying directly at that spell is one way. Now putting work with that spell, meaning how to do like the rice, writing his name down on a red sheet of paper with his birthday, and then reverse the love spell, put it into that rice, and some if you want, you can make it spicy, make it sweet, right? You can make it spicy and sweet. You got honey, you got different herbs and spices, right? But we're gonna get more in depth into that, like I say, on how to reverse all these spells. But this right here was for the women, because the women, like I said, they said that women was casting spells on men, but it's also men casting spells on women, and they sprinkling dust on you while you sleep, and they whispering stuff in your ear while you sleep after you go into the dream state, right? Which is like I think it's not beta, I think it might be beta, right? The beta wavelength. Then it's it's another wavelength. It's the I think somebody drop it in the chat. The wavelength when you go into the third state of sleep, where your subconscious is picking up, and you pretty much not in your body. They pretty much talking to your heart. They pretty much communicating with your lower self while it ain't fully conscious. So that's why that lady said I was repeating stuff that he said, "Oh, you mine." He said, "Yeah, I'm yours," before he could even get it out, because he programmed her, he manipulated her while she was in her dreams. Extraterrestrial, yeah, it's called theta, right? Is it called theta or the ram? I know it's called RE, the ram state, but there's another. It's I think it's maybe theta. It might be the theta. Shout out that boy Sir Christopher, man. James Odell. That boy got his whole name up there. Sir Christopher Jones Odell. That boy got his whole name. Boy, that boy got his whole granddaddy name up there, boy. Hey, yeah. But yeah, so keep in mind, whispering in the ear, the talking to you while they doing licking you out, doing stuff, freaking you out, because they like to freak you out too. Put their finger in your behind while they licking you out, do stuff that they know you ain't never had done before that you allow them to do. This called turning you out. They like to turn you out. And if somebody turning you out, that's bad, because we're taught to go within. And if they turning you out, this means they working for the devil. They working as your adversary, because you got to learn to go within, or you will go without. And you got to learn to stand for something, or you will fall for anything in this game. So you got people who are pimps and pimps or warlocks. Keep that in mind. Players. What else? You got players, pimps, and max, and they use the gift of gab. Some people use it, they become preachers, they make the best preachers, but they use this gift of gab and this charm magic to cast spells on you. They give you gifts with witchcraft on them. You gotta be in mind, keep that in mind. If you suspect somebody doing this, like I say, this tape broke down a lot of the ways. If you're dealing with a warlock, they're mostly controllable. They're mostly older than you by a couple years, because they really, and they like young girls. A lot of them like young girls, on girls that's younger than them, and because they cast spells on them. Like I told you, it was this dude that I used to work with. He was like 45 years old. He was getting like 20-year-old girls, 21-year-old girls, and casting spells on them. Girls that wouldn't normally talk to him. But he'll see them, he'll want them, and then he'll give them a note. And that note will have some kind of spell on it. And once they read it, that he start casting. If that don't work, he got other ways too. Get them to drink something, get them to eat, buy them a coffee. He buy him a coffee and put the white stuff in it. We got to say it like that. He say, "Oh, let me buy you a coffee, right? And I'm gonna bring it to you. I'm gonna get it at Starbucks, right?" He go get Starbucks. He put his white stuff in it, and then he give it to him, and then they drank it. Boom, there you go. He cast the spell on them. So taking you out for coffee. If you ain't like really know that person, don't trust that person. Don't trust nobody for that matter. Like Tupac said, trust no one. I'm with Tupac when he said trust no one, man. Always be looking, It's like that. Trust no one unless you like even your family really, you know. You always gotta give somebody. Not everybody's good people. Because some people, sometimes you can go along in this world always giving people the benefit of the doubt, and that's gonna be your downfall. That's gonna be your downfall. Never give anybody the benefit of the doubt. I always say this, they good people, and until now I'm gonna tell you something. Loyalty comes in a different type of level. Loyalty is a different type of level. It's a divine love. Loyalty represents divine love because it goes around and never stop, no matter what. They always down for you, no matter what. That's loyalty. No matter when you down, when you up, when you out, whatever. That loyalty person gonna always be with you. But somebody that most warlocks, like I say, just want to use women for sex and bragging rights. They want to tell their other wizards and warlocks that, hey, look at this girl I got. They show you a picture. Oh yeah, I'm knocking that down, this and that, right? And so it's really about sex. And when they can't have sex with you, they treat you like crap. Say, oh, don't call me. And they know the spell on, so they'll crank up their hate for you. And say, I hate you. Don't call me. Don't block your number. You know what I'm saying? Where they can make you go crazy off the love spell. So don't eat no foods from these suckers. Don't even speak to them because they casting a spell just by even you communicating with them. Once you know a sucker got a spell on you, I wouldn't even speak to him no more. I'll completely cut them off because that's the devil. Unless you want the devil, unless you want to do business with the devil, now that's cool too. If you say, oh yeah, you know what? I know this guy a devil and I'm gonna still deal with him because I'm a devil. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna show him who the baddest devil. So that's a different level right there. Now that's a different level. You say you a devil, and then you find out he a devil, and I'm gonna still deal with this devil because I'm a devil, on a whole nother level. Now that's a different type of game. Now you don't want y'all get into that game. That's like fire with fire, which pretty much is a waste of time. Yeah. So if you're out here, women, listen up. Your most greatest gift is your mind. First of all. Your most greatest gift is your mind because women can multitask. Women can do 3, 4, 5 things at one time. Men cannot do that. Men can make you do 1, maybe 2. But women do 3, 4 times and complete those tasks. So your most powerful thing is your mind. Your next most guarded thing is your heart. Guard your heart because why? That's where your soul is. When a man can get your heart, he got your soul. So your soul is really not meant to be given out like that. Only to the Most High, which is your higher self, connected with your higher self, and your kids. Your kids. You owe it to your kids are a part of your soul. So that's a part. That's another thing, right? But your mind is your most greatest gift. Your heart is your next most greatest gift because women got hearts of gold. They are nurturers. They are givers. They are lovers. They are a real representation, really, of divine love because your mama gonna love you no matter what. 9/10 out of time. Your mama love you no matter what you is. If you like boys and you a boy, they don't care. You still my baby. They don't care. Big mama always love you. No matter what you a criminal, you a gang banger, big mama don't care. She always love you. So that's that motherly love is different. So the most and the third thing, because it's always 3. The third thing is the CUDA. The CUDA is the most powerful than a nuclear bomb. It can stop men from fighting right there in battle. If that woman say, I ain't give you no more CUDA. His man, if y'all don't stop fighting, ain't nobody getting no more CUDA. Game over, my nigga. It's game over. It's a wrap. Them they ain't gonna stop there because you got that's a power though. That's a power that's more powerful than a nuclear bomb, and it's worth way more than what people giving it out for. You know what I'm saying? I tell you, don't be giving your power to every demon walking around, to no regular sucker, man. Give your power to a God, and you lift that your power lift that God up, and his power lift you up. Only give your power to a God. Don't give your power to a demon. Now, how you gonna know they God? They gonna continuously do good. The devil continuously do evil, so it stands to reason that the God continuously do good. Now, the devil will do you good at the first beginning to lure you in. It's called bait, the bait and switch. The devil has bait. So he'll put some on the hook. He look good. He sound good and all that. So he'll bait you in, get you, once he get you on the hook, boom. If he like you, he'll play with you a little bit, eat you around. And if he don't like it, he'll throw you back. And then you got this, and you got the shellfish, the selfish. Because most warlocks are selfish. They only in it for what they want, not for what the other person want. So they're definitely a shellfish. So guard your cuda like it's gold. It's way more than gold, really. It's the ultimate source of the universe. It's one of the it's the portal to the ultimate source of the universe. Tell me, it's the portal where life comes out. So, but if life could go out, life can go in, because the life go in when the man ejaculates. So life comes in and life goes out. So keep in mind, you are the gatekeepers. The women really are the real gatekeepers. And protect that stargate. We don't need no more demons coming here. If you mate with a demon, you bring demons. Keep that in mind. So know who you mating with before you mate with them. If you mate with a demon, you bring demons. 9/10 of the time, because some of the time it'll spin an angelica being off. 2 demons can spin an angelica being off because it's an offset. But if you a goddess and you hook up with a real god after you tested his spirit, you got to test these men's spirit before you lay with them. Don't just sleep with a man you ain't test same night, same week. It take you at least 90 days to test a man's spirit. If you dealing with him and you got other things you doing, it takes at least 90 days to test that spirit. Because he might have AIDS. You ain't seen that movie, what's that movie Tyler Perry put out? Called Temptation. She left her husband for this man because he had an airplane business. He doing all this as fortune and fame. And then boom, he got AIDS and he got other women and he's starting cocaine. He doing all kinds of stuff. It's called Temptation, right? So everything that the grass ain't always greener on the other side, one, and everything that glitters ain't gold. That's all that's alchemy. All that's witchcraft. All that's sands to alert you of the wizard world or the witch world. So, like I say, with that third thing, that's how you can cut these wizards off, because most 9/10 out of the time they want that in between your legs. They want access to the stargate so they can get more energy, so they can siphon more energy in their mission, in their quest for war against the women. They really hate women, probably because their mother. Something happened to their mother. Usually, warlocks that are wizards that turn into warlocks. Usually, their mother, they got some hate with their mother, or they seen it's some, you know what I'm saying. Then, another wizard, witch turned them. Another wizard, witch can turn them. Meaning, they did some spells on them and turned them, and then boom, because you could get a spell on you to turn you into a wizard. But you'll be a semi-wizard. Then you can get spells on you to spellbound you. Spellbound, you mean you can't cast spells, can't cast no spells unless whatever the contract when they made the spellbound on the wizards. Yeah, so you go out the portal, woman, and that's worth way more than it. And you'll see how much you're in control. God is whoever's in control, and the Kuda, and I'm telling you. If the Kuda made the 200 fallen come down and go against God, what you think regular man gonna do? Bow. I ain't gonna get to it. That's what my mother knew, though. Our Nana knew that. Our Nana knew that they'll bow for it. So she used it just like I'm telling you. She guarded hers and she didn't give it out easy. You had to dangle. She dangled it on the string, though. She did dangle it on the string for you a little bit. If she had something she want, she'll dangle it. You almost had it, though. You almost had that coochie, but you had put enough in the machine. You ain't put enough in the machine. You almost had that coochie. But every day you got to put 2-3 more, honey up in that machine. I was just messing with y'all. Hey, but yeah, man, that's what we wanted to bring to you. Like I said, if you haven't checked for all the men that's in here tuning in, if you haven't checked out the one we did on the women one, we already did the women one. Somebody says, I wonder why when the spell lizard takes out. Why? Because that's a good question, but that is a good spin, though, a good alchemical spin, wizard and lizards. Because lizards, those lizards are pretty smart, pretty intelligent. If you look, they're one of the most intelligent of the reptilian kingdom. It says, yeah, so do what's necessary. All this is to make you aware that it's going on. And so when you dealing in this world, knowing that this stuff going on, you ain't just no sucker and just blind to the whole, because some people just naive to the whole fact that this going on, and they fall, some stuff happening to them, and they wonder what's going on. They don't even know, because so we perish for the lack of knowledge. We perish for the lack of knowledge, but just you ain't got to go out casting spells on nobody, but being that you are aware of it, you can say, okay. And then if somebody else, you see it happen to somebody that's your loved one, you say, oh, I know what's happening now. Somebody doing this to them because how they act, right? So you pretty much just gained another level in this game of knowledge on what's happening just by watching this tape. So hit that like, hit that subscribe button, man. We got any more questions? Since I had a guy who, yeah, pimps use the gift of gab. They use manipulation. They use control. Not all pimps are mean. Some pimps are really are good guys, man. I believe some pimps are good guys, and they just, managers, good managers. Some pimps are bad managers, right? Bad managers usually gonna have to beat you up and can manipulate you. They use control, like give you some examples. Because I got all the pimp books. I study all that too. I got the Iceberg Slim, Pimpin' Ken, all they books. Right. So yeah, right up in there. I got all the books. I study they game too. So one of the tactics that a pimp would use to do manipulation control is that he will drive a girl a long way on the interstate. Right. This right here called guerrilla pimping. Right. A renegade pimping. Really. It's like you gun ho. So he would get the girl in the car, drive her a long 6 hours away on the interstate, like down Interstate 20, if they live somewhere, right? Just drive her 6 hours. Then he'll pull over, tell her, get the hell out right now. Get out right now. And then when she get out on the interstate, she'll be big, daddy, no, daddy, do it, don't let me. Right? As she big, and he'll ride her, he might even pull off a little bit, 20, 10, 15 minutes to make her sweat and walk, right? With no phone, no nothing. Then he might pull back up and then make her beg to get in, but on his conditions. That's part of guerrilla pimping and control, right? I used to, man, I'm telling you, I used to be around people that do this, so I know exactly what it is. And but you got men do that in other ways. They try to, and most of their control, if they're the money breadwinner and they are a warlock and a wizard, and you in a relationship with them, they're gonna try to use their money as a form of wizardry, because money is wizardry. Money is alchemy. Money is witchcraft. That's why I got the web on the back. That's why I got a hidden owl on the money. That's why I got a hidden UFOs on the money. A hidden alien on the back. The hidden agendas, like the Twin Towers, when you fold certain monies and things of that nature. So you don't need no money from no man. Get your own money. Don't never let no man tell you need no money from no man, because they can use that against you. Always have your own money. Don't go out to no man. Never go out to a man for money, because usually that man, and if you going out to him for money and he gonna make you chase him, most time if a man got money and he a good man, he already got a woman. It's a 9 times out of 10 times. Unless somebody tried to wizard them. So there's all these games going on. And like I say, hit that subscribe button if you want to show us some love on the donations for the class. We dropped the Cash App in the links. All right, D Young Elder. What else I was gonna say? Yeah, we was trying to what's this number on the so women, man, like I say, you got the power. You the most powerful beings on the planet. The women, to me. My mama is the most powerful woman on the planet, right? So, yeah. So guard yourself. You are the goddesses. You are the light. You are the gatekeepers. You are the one that can stop the world. They talking about the world going in. Not if women say it ain't. If women, because they used to say it ain't over till the fat lady sang. Well, that fat lady is a woman, right? So if the women say the world ain't gonna end, it ain't gonna end. Well, if you see women stop having kids, that's how you know it's a wrap, pretty much. Because if the women stop having kids, there won't be no more generation after that. And as they start doing Cabbage Patch Kids in the dang on going people in the freezer, in the microwave, and in the lab and shit, Cabbage Patch Kids, right? And them kids ain't got no soul, so that's what it is. So they've been constantly they didn't want all you women out there. They didn't want you to know. It's a lot of men that didn't want you to know this information because they was getting over on a lot of women with this. They didn't want you to know that, hey, I cast us. You know, they didn't want you to know the signs. They didn't want because their game is up. The Luciferians' game is up. They lost. Ain't no more place for them because we bringing heaven to earth and we're gonna kick. So we kicking them off earth. We chasing the Luciferians. We chasing them up out of earth because all we gotta do is expose all of his works, and then once you aware to his works, and then you rebuke that, or you don't, because it says in the book of 1 John, it says if you resist the devil, he will flee. So if you know this warlock, all he wanted sex, and you don't give him sex, he gonna run. And that's how you know who he is. That's how you know who a warlock. When you don't want to give them no sex, they're gonna run. They're gonna avoid you. They're gonna treat you mean. They're gonna treat you bad. They're gonna talk mean. Or they're gonna try to play you because you won't give them no sex. And that's what they was all their whole aim was anyway. I'm telling you. You'll find out who a warlock when they come, you don't give them no sex. So like I say, don't open your stargate up for 90 days to anybody. And it could be longer than that. Some people 6 months, a year to, because it's worth more than just that. It's worth more than just the first night time you meet somebody and they have maybe a demon, a warlock. And you just put them demons on you and you inside of you and around you. Your aura, just being around them, because you got an auric egg that attract and just plugging into them for a couple minutes or days or two with your etherical card and that energy being swapped. And then boom, you wonder why you going down. All of a sudden your record, your car is just a lot of bad stuff happening with this when you met this warlock. And so yeah, stay prayed up, listen to your higher self. Number one, before we get out of here, listen to your higher self. When your higher self say, this dude not right, and this dude not good for me, and I need to move on. Do that, exactly that. Don't sit there and say, oh man, but I got to get another hit of him. He's something like crack cocaine. I got to put him on my pipe and smoke him again. You don't have to smoke him no more. Crack is whack. You don't got to smoke no more crack. There's other forms of crack, you know. You know what I'm saying? That'll crack your mama's back. So say no to drugs. Say no to men who you know they're no good for you. Say no. And cut off. If he want to deal with you, send him through boot camp. You know what I'm saying? Send him through boot camp. You ain't gonna get no coochie till I see that you really did, real deal. The devil ain't gonna go more than 90 days if you don't want to give him no coochie. Really, he ain't gonna go more than 30 days. A man that's a real demon, he don't want to go 30 days. He go after 3-4 days. If you don't want to give him the coochie, he going to the next girl to cast the spell on. I'm telling you, man. And that's how you know who they are. They everywhere too, y'all. And some of them got money. They look good. They dress good just for this. They got nice clothes, nice little pad. And they sit around just up for this. And some of them might be broke as hell and putting on a show. They got nice clothes. They look, they got nice clothes, but they broke as hell. And they playing it off real hard to cast a spell on you. It's part of the game. It's part of the witchcraft. But hell no, we won't go. And all my goddesses is on high alert right now for suckers like that. And they ain't gonna get no more leg up on it in this game. It's a wrap for that. For all my goddesses that listen to us, it's a wrap. And you gonna be the one that set the boundaries. You the man. You running everything because you got what they want. Women got what men want, right? And man might be some good man got what women want. Good man, not no bad dog. A dog that want a filthy dog that want to go around sleeping with everybody, passing STDs around to people. Not no filthy dog. Good man got what good women want. Not no filthy dog. And on that note, we out of here. Peace and love. Wadu. Never have it been made so clear.